Hello, everyone, and welcome to Swag Her Magazine and Media. And this is our What's Going On segment. I am your hostess, Chris Natha DeRozier. Super excited to be here. And I have a very special guest hanging out with me this evening. I have the beautiful Ciara Horton-Stevenson, and she has a really awesome things to share with us tonight. And so I hope that you're excited as you join us. Be sure to say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We want all of the engagement. So talk back to us and let us know what your thoughts are as well. And as we sit down and find out what's going on with this amazing woman here, I have a very easy yet complex question for you. And Ciara, I want to ask you, who is Ciara?
I am a mother first before anything. And I'm a creative. I create, she is e-magazine, and he is e-magazine. And I'm a corporate girly as well. So yeah, just me. Just me.
Awesome. Yeah, I love that. I love that. The simplicity of it. Yeah, that's wonderful. I, again, am excited just to sit down and talk to you. I've read a little bit about you, and so it's going to be really excited just to hear from you yourself. And I wanted to ask you, when did you first fall in love with storytelling? When did that begin?
So my dad is a storyteller, a writer, and as children, with myself and my brother, he was always creating these stories before bed. And so he could just shoot off a story to us, tell us something crazy, whatever, exciting, fun. And I don't know, I guess that's just where it came from, just having a storyteller in the house, creating these stories out of the blue and seeing him write, those things. I feel like he implemented, the storytelling part inside of me. Along with my mom, she's a bookworm, and just I think that combination of them two, um, you know, is just who I am. It created me as a storyteller.
I love that. I know that you have founded the She Is magazine, and I would love for you to share with our audience the birth story of it, because I thought it was pretty interesting. It has something to do with laundry, so I thought it was super fun. And so, if you could share with us how this beautiful vision came to be.
Yeah, so, again, I'm a mom of two girls. So I was just doing laundry one day, and I like to believe that I have a good relationship with God. So I just had one of those moments where I actually seen the word she is, and I was like, okay, God, like, what is this? And that's when he began to like impart on me, just let me know, like, hey, you can create this magazine. I'm giving you this idea, you can do it. And I had no idea on how to start, how to begin, but I knew that I was surrounded by all of these women who had stories to tell. Whether they be, supervisors in the factory, beauticians, whoever, I was surrounded by strong women who all had a story to share. So that is where I started. My first stories were just the ladies that I was surrounded by, my mom, my bonus mother, my sister-in-laws at the time, like all of them. I just wanted to share their story. So that's how I got started.
What would you say is the importance of sharing our story and really telling other people what we've been through, what we've overcome?
I would say just knowing that you have a voice, because a lot of times we don't know that we have a voice, or our voices have been silenced, because I think a lot of women and men, they all feel like, I've been through this, I've been through that, but it's not newsworthy, right? So we don't feel like we need to share our stories. And that's where I feel like I come into play, and Swagger comes into play, saying, you actually have a story to share. Let's share it. So yeah.
That's so good. I love that you have created a platform, where everyday women can really just share their stories, because there might be feeling like they're not heard in other spaces. So it's great that they have a space and they have a home to share their stories. Um, when people are sharing their stories, what has been like the feedback? What has been some things that you've heard from some of the stories that were shared on your platform?
One of the first stories that I shared, this lady, she told me, and who actually became my student, she told me that my questions unmasked her. And I was like, really? She was like, I had to take off the mask. You asked me about who I really was, not the corporate, me, not the friend me, but just me. And so getting that type of feedback, and other women just saying, I feel like you see me. I feel like you provided a platform for me. You gave me a voice when I thought I didn't have it. That type of feedback, it's inspired me even more to just keep sharing those stories, because I love celebrity stories, but the everyday woman also has a story, and she's a hero, or she wrote as well. So yeah, just that feedback, it just keeps me going.
I love that. When you were about to start She Is, did you have any idea the impact that it would have on the lives of other people?
No, I did not. I did not know that it would be what it is today. I knew that it had a purpose, but I had no idea. No idea. But clearly, God already knew, so that's why He gave it to me. His plans are always bigger than ours. His ideas are always bigger than ours. So clearly, He knew what to do.
I love that. I love that so much. And did you have like a blueprint? Did you know somebody who's done this before? Did you have somebody kind of leading you along the way, or were you figuring it out as you were going?
So again, well, let me say, my mother is a master beautician, right? So I grew up in the salon where she always had all the magazines, the Vogues, and the Essence, the Hype Hair. And so I had an idea of how I wanted it to look, but I also didn't want to be a replica of everybody else, right? So Essence and all those women, all those stories, all those different magazines, they actually just gave me an idea of what I wanted to create. And so I didn't know what I was doing. I just started researching, and again, trial and error, a lot of trial and error, but that's where it all came from. Just having inspiration from those great platforms for women of color.
I love that you essentially did it afraid. You didn't have all the answers, but you just took one step and then another step and another step. And what would you say to some women and men who are watching us today who, they have that dream, they have something really that almost like a burden to be impactful in some way in the earth. And they've been a little hesitant, maybe afraid, waiting to have all of the answers. What would you say to them if they are scared to start?
I would say that we are all scared. We do not have the answers. We have no idea what we're doing. However, it is not about how, the procrastination part of it is just starting. Because again, sometimes we have blueprints, sometimes we don't. And if you don't have that blueprint, it's okay. Just start. And you'll learn the skills and the things that you need, the tools that you need to make it happen. It's not going to happen overnight. Have patience, but just start, because once you get started, you'll impact the people that you need to impact. You'll be who you need to be. Just start. Just start. Please just start.
I love that. That's such a powerful message to everyone who's watching. Just start. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Start today. Because you're closer and closer to that dream as you continue to take steps toward it. So that's awesome. So not only, Ciara, are you a safe space for everyday women, you are also a safe space for celebrity women, but also men. So I want us to, show some love to the men too, and tell us about He Is the Magazine.
Yes, he is, it's the opposite side of she is. We're still sharing it, the everyday man and some celebrity men as well. But it's just making sure
Mhm.
that the men know that they have a voice too. Because sometimes they forget, they're men and they don't want to talk, they don't want to share, but this magazine is specifically for them to share, open up, and just be okay with who they are. Society's made men like, oh, you're a man, you don't have much to say, but and he is, you have a lot to say, and I want to hear what you have to say.
Awesome. So everybody's voice is important.
Everybody, we're not going to leave anybody out.
I
Everybody,
love it.
everybody has a story, so come and share it with me.
That's awesome. No man or woman left behind.
Absolutely.
So, Ciara or Coach Ciara, tell us about your coaching and how you also empower others to do the same. To really let their voice be heard and also share stories. Tell us more about your coaching services.
Yeah, so there are people that want to be crazy like us and create magazines. And so, whenever I'm presented with the opportunity to coach somebody, I love it because that's tapping into a different, realm of creativity. I love creatives. Again, I'm a creative. So whenever they come to me, I'm like, what you have? Let's see what you're working with. And then we just go with the flow and we make it happen. And I'd like to believe that I'm the one that I give you the homework, I give you the assignment, and I'm coming back to check up on you and make sure that you get it done. So we can launch because
I
I don't
love
want to
it.
coach you. We're not launching. So
Mhm.
yeah, I love doing it. I love helping them get to the next level as well, and then standing not from afar, but letting them take the lead and seeing what they could do to make it happen. But I like to believe that I'm a decent coach, and I've seen some great successes with the launches. So yeah, I just want to be who I need to be when it comes down to my students, and I hope they feel the same way about me.
I love that. Not only are you um, living out what was once a vision, but also helping others to do the same. So that is amazing. I am just so full. So thank you so much. Just sharing your story. It's inspiring and a reminder to do it afraid, to start today, and that your one day, what was once a dream can also become a reality as well.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
love that. I love that. How can we stay in touch with you, Ciara? How can we get connected with you, follow you, all the incredible work that you're doing, and connect with you as well, whether it's via for coaching or just being part of the She Is family?
Yeah, so Instagram and Facebook, going through the business pages is She Is eMagazine. Also, website she is emagazine.com. Make sure to follow us. You can book your coaching there. You can actually book your features there. Share your story. So you can do it there. Also, what he is eMagazine on Instagram and Facebook. And then we do have a website, he is emagazine.com. So follow me, reach out, and let's make it happen. Let's work.
We love that so much. Thank you so much, Ciara, for being here with us today and sharing your amazing story, your journey. There's so much more. The story is still being written, but thank you for sharing all your incredible insight with us. And Swag Her family, thank you for tuning in as well. Get connected with Ciara. Follow her on all social media platforms and get connected with the He Is E Magazine, She Is E Magazine, as well as if you are in need of coaching services. Guys, thank you for hanging out with us today for the What's Going On segment on Swag Her Magazine and Media. I am your hostess for tonight, Chris Natha DeRozier, signing off until next time. Until then, be well. Take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.